Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at here, basically a whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
We've got extended opening hours for Easter weekend. You can check out both of our branches on Saturday 16th April from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. or Sunday 17th April from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. You can find us here on Gladstone Road in Grenville, in the building next to Calico, on the second floor, adjacent to Dr. Isaac's office. Or you can find us here on Granance Main Road, adjacent to South Winds, opposite the entrance of Excel Plaza. Contact our Grenville branch at 410-3488 or 419-1588 or send us an email at alliedlabgrenville@gmail.com. You can contact our Grandance branch at 403-3488 or 404-3488 or send us an email at alliedlabstgeorge@gmail.com.
Fit for life and Allied Laboratories. We're taking care of Grenada.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only. All right, we want to say welcome to another Mikey Live program. I am your host, Mikey Hutchinson, and we are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean. And it's like giving all that little puff today. Yeah, I mean, yeah, man. So we're giving all that little thing to work with. So welcome again. We have a few things to tell you about on the program tonight. So get all the popcorn and all the coke and thing like what's breaking the internet. I hear people talk. Listen, these days all the take me slang. And y'all have all the session going on and all y'all not looping me in on the business. I do not appreciate when you like a scandal and thing, you know, all I want to keep all the juice for yourself. Why is that one by? You know what I mean? I don't like to have to be searching for things. You know what I mean? So all I study all ahead. You know what I mean? Anyway, lately that talk. All right, so let's talk about what's in the news for tonight. Well, we're going to talk Intercol. It's going to be happening tomorrow. We're going to talk about that. The Royal Grenada Police Force, they are saying that it is zero, like zip it, zero tolerance when it comes to violence, the use of offensive weapon, loitering, etc. at Intercol. You understand? Then people say this wrongs, they mean business. Okay? All right. Audio. The Solid Waste Management Authority, you know what they're saying? They have a serious problem with us, with our behavior when it comes to disposal of waste material, garbage and stuff. They're saying that indiscriminate disposal of waste is becoming a major concern in the country. You understand? Major concern, they say. You understand? Anyway, we'll talk about it in a minute. And there are major changes when it comes to the hosting of Spicemas. So you remember there was a press conference a couple of weeks ago and they were talking about how Spicemas was going to be launched. Well, there is a reversal of many of those things. All right? And we're going to talk to you about that. And the Blaxx boy, Entertainer Blaxx, he was buried today. Yeah? We'll talk about a nice funeral ceremony for him. You know what I mean? They only really like to do things when people dead. You understand? Yeah, when he was trying to get raise funds and things like that, yeah, I didn't see things so, you know. But now the man dead, papa, yo, all the things called easy black people. You see, we're different. Anyway, lately that talk. Alright, we're taking a break and we're coming back. Remember that someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credits, compliments, Digicel. Here's also letting you know that the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Courts Grenada Limited, Digicel, the WASA, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value IGA Supermarket, and we've also got superb distributors on board. We take that break and we'll be back shortly.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call superb distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
Collect, share, and win with Coca-Cola. Here's your chance to win one of 3 Sony PlayStation 5 consoles when you enjoy original Coca-Cola or Coca-Cola No Sugar. Collect specially marked labels and spell the word MAGIC. Submit the labels in an envelope with your name, address, and contact information and drop in entry boxes provided at major supermarkets. 22 lucky winners can also win great weekly prizes including Samsung Smart TVs, Samsung mobile phones, Samsung tablets, and free Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. Real magic. See press or online for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Yes, and speaking of Nawasa, I know we always like to give you a little notices and updates first. There was some interruptions and so on today that we need to notify, well,
tell people about, because a lot of people are like, what's going on and so on. So here's what. We've got an update for you. We've posted things on our page relating to that already as well. Now, the National Water and Sewage Authority, NAWASA, they would like to advise consumers served by the Annandale water system that your network has been reopened and that the supply to affected areas should be fully restored right now, around 9 o'clock tonight, you know. And, you know, sometimes there might be delays in water getting to people who are at elevated areas, right? So they say that everything has been restored. Now, the Annandale water system serves Annandale, Constantine, New Hampshire, through to River Road and the entire south of the island. Customers and consumers in Cafe, Golf Course and surrounding communities, you will, however, experience an extended delay in your supply restoration, all right? And that's due to repairs to a damaged water main. Now, they are saying for you, restoration is anticipated by 11 o'clock tonight, okay? April 6th. Now, please also be advised that although the network will be reopened at 11 tonight, again, consumers who are in elevated areas, you would receive or can receive your water within 2 hours after the restoration time. Motorists, you're also advised that as a result, the Springs Main Road from its intersection with Cafe will be impassable. Traffic will be diverted through Grand Dance and Montjulu, depending on your destination. Now, the authority apologizes for any inconveniences likely to be caused as a result. I would like to thank you, the customers and the motoring public, for your patience and understanding as they say they work towards the delivery of a safe and adequate water supply to you and your family. So it is back. We're talking about the Intercol Games is back after years of not happening. Now, a number of secondary schools athletes, they will vie for supremacy as the Intercol returns under a new label. Scotiabank is no longer here, so it's under the Republic Bank label. It is the ultimate sporting event, you know, not just in Grenada, but might be in the region. It is a one-day event, however, this year. All right, so yeah, they're going all in. You understand? All in one. That's what you're getting. I mean, and that is due to a lot of things, a lot of factors. Of course, COVID-19 being the main culprit in having the games down to one day. Of course, they're hoping that things will resume back to what it was the next time it is being hosted, which is next year or so, right? All right. So it is welcoming news for the schools, for the participants, for the fans. Of course, they wanted to go out there and, you know, do a thing like how we used to. Yeah, so Intercol, there's nothing like Intercol in the place, you know what I mean? So yeah. All right, we're moving on. How are we looking? Oh, Leon. The police say they too are happy that the students are getting an outlet, you know, to socialize and as well to, you know, to be involved in athletics. But they are saying that there will be strict enforcement of the law when it comes to the Intercol and things like that. And not only for students, but also for patrons. You understand? So they're asking you in advance, comply and abide by the law and the directives of law enforcement officers. You understand? They say they are going to be putting all the measures in place to execute a safe and incident-free event. You understand? And again, they want you to comply. They say 0 tolerance for violence, 0 tolerance for offensive weapon. You know how they like to come to all kind of instruments coming, like if they're going on, they have a ban, all kind of instrument. Like if you only have a ban, they say all they want to come with instrument. Well, you think again. You understand? Right. So, and you know what? That's maybe a good way of dealing with it. There should be a ban on people who, so if you ever try to enter the stadium with weapons and so on, you should be banned from the games for a year or 2 years, you know, to serve as a deterrent. Don't put them children in jail and things like that. You know what I mean? ban them from it, because everybody wants to go. So, like I said, it's going to be a good deterrent. Yes, good. So anyway, all you listen to what the police saying and don't get yourself caught up in no kind of business, Right. All you. How are we looking for time? The next thing that we have to tell all you about, boy, the Vector Control Division of the Ministry of Health. They are saying that the indiscriminate disposal of waste is a major concern to the division. Mr. Kenny James was talking about it on our program. You understand? They say it is a serious problem when it comes to human health and the environment. The Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority have also. They've been talking about this and talking about ways that they are going to try to get people to comply and keep those who are guilty of this, hold them accountable for it. So they say that they're placing cameras and things. Those like wireless cameras and stuff? All you don't know they exist. All you have to do is you just battery them cameras and the thing working for about a month. And you just place them in strategic locations and it sends information to you wirelessly. You understand? So they are saying they have been using this to deal with some of the culprits, but they want you, the general public, to know that you also have a part to play. One, by reporting any of that you see. People just dumping old derelict vehicles or dumping debris from demolished properties, buildings and so on, dumping garbage from household garbage and stuff around dismal areas that are not dense in terms of population, areas that they might not be seen. You understand? But people are encountering those things. So when they go to the gardens, when it's heavy rain, those things end up in rivers. They kill the crayfish and the titiri. You killing the titiri. When last you see titiri? You understand? He killing out all them gen. You know what I mean? And me kakado on them because it ends up in the streams. It ends up in their plastic and all this kind of stuff and them thing and them kakado and them retail and them can't survive. You understand? You don't see you getting crayfish and thing like you used to because of our behavior. I mean, in addition to the streams, the rivers, they are losing their strength. But we too, we nasty. You understand? Just dumping all they say. Listen, if you see where people dumping thing and the kind of thing they dumping in areas, so they want us to stop. So one, again, by reporting when we see those things happening. And two, if we are guilty of so doing, that we stop. It's as simple as that. You see that somebody companies, like people who you hire sometimes to dispose of your garbage, because it's a long trip to get to the dump site. They want to make the money, but they don't want to work. And they want the work, but they don't want to work. So they just find in that area and they dump in new thing, and then you name one thing ending up on it, and people thinking it's you who do it. So sometimes you too might have to hold them accountable, find out whether or not they dump the thing, tell them take a picture with when they reach in perseverance, all kind of thing. That's up to you. Do them thing. You understand? Because your name ending up on thing and garbage in the thing, and say, oh, she a nasty, so it's your name. Anyway, lately that talk. We're moving on. Well, Ali create a bubble, but somebody boss it. There's going to be no bubble carnival again. Not like that. We're changing the business now. There we go. So Spicemas 2022 is going to happen similar to how it did pre-COVID. You understand? Because they are saying, things have changed. When Ali created the bubble, they only created the bubble, it was because of what was happening then. But now the bubble at the boss because all the restrictions and all of them things, are now no more. They have been lifted. So they are saying that they are going now to a plan B, as Ali explains.
All of the shows will be held as per normal, as for pre-COVID COVID-19 conditions. What that means is that Monday night mass and Tuesday parade of the bands would begin at a new starting point. There will be no need for the bubble as we had explained around the Tantin area. Both Monday night mass and Tuesday parade of the bands will start from the Grandins Main Road, the Wall Street area to be exact, and make its way up to the Carnage. The Monday night mass will have an element of a steel band parade starting at the Kirani James Boulevard onto the Carnage. That will precede the Monday night mass bands as we know them. The idea is to provide another platform for the steel band engagement during the carnival. We are of the considered view that panorama is not enough for the pan men and women to display their talent and to play the instrument during Spicemas.
Thank you very much, Ali. All right. So he was in also with the mass bands now. There will be no mass competition, but there will be a display of the mass. Well, of course, already you'll see all them bands and them starting to put out their ads and stuff like that. So it seems like we're heading where we were before COVID.
All of the non-competing bands are free to portray whatever they wish to portray. And I am certain that most of you would have seen the advertisements already out for these bands. Tuesday parade will start at 10 a.m., 10 in the morning. That we believe is a transformational change. The traditional mass parade returns to Victoria in the parish of St. Mark as per pre-COVID. We believe that that has been and that has proven to be a quality event for the display of the traditional mass. That is back.
All right, thank you very much, Ali Gill. All right, he's the chairman. Also, you know, I think he was saying that, you remember there were some things with regards to the trucks. Yes, the trucks for sautés, the size of the trucks. Yes. All right, so the size of the trucks, based on the size of the truck, they will be allowed to go onto the main street. So they are not going to be allowing for safety concerns, for safety reasons and so on, the long trailers and then big thing to go onto the main street. All right. It says they will also be keeping most of the things like the virtual and so on, because you know we've gotten accustomed to that. So they'll be doing the virtual and you know other things that they were going to find to enhance the Spicemas product. All right. The last lap, for example. You remember that time when it Carnival the rain out, boy? Rain! And then they did something on the Saturday. And then we thought that was something that was going to be kept, and it wasn't kept. But it seemed like they're going to be doing something similar this time around. I think they call it au revoir, something to that effect. Yes, au revoir. You understand? So they're going to be having like all the winners and thing. You know, it's like a culmination of all the winners, all the big. So it's a big shebang on that Saturday.
And if you know, au revoir means thank you, see you soon. It doesn't mean goodbye. So we're telling the visitors, we're telling the Grenadians from the diaspora, see them soon in 2023. So we have on that display on the Carnage, the winners of the Soca Monarch, the winners of the Groovy, the winners of the Calypso Monarch, the winners of Panorama, and of course, Her Highness, the Carnival Queen of 2022 will be on display on the Carnage on the Saturday after Carnival. More than that, we say bring your costume and come. It will be the official last lap, as from around 3 p.m. or thereabouts, we'll ask persons with the remnants of their costumes, if they so wish, that they can take a last jump.
Thank you very much for the update on that business. You know what I mean? But they're saying that, you know, this is plan B. They might have to go to plan C or plan A based on the COVID situation, because you know they kind of thing up. COVID kind of thing up, yeah, and what you see all going on in the place, you know, there are some countries that are now experiencing spikes and are going back into lockdown and things like that, you know, so that was going on there with the business. Right, we're moving on. Earlier, there's been no major update as it relates to the men who are missing from Saturday in that boating incident. I think family members are waiting with bated breath as we hear that the Coast Guard from Trinidad and Tobago, they are still hopeful that the men are alive and might be depending on air pockets within the vessel. And so they are thinking and working through strategies of how they can access those areas to see whether or not they are correct, that the men could still be surviving from air pockets within the vessel. You know? So, yeah, boy. It's tough. You're real tough. You know? 5 men. 5. While we're on that note, we can also tell you that Blaxx boy, today was his funeral. If you ever got to meet Blaxx, you would realize of how much of a jovial fella he was, friendly to everyone, very good at his craft, but never, you see, he understood what stardom was all about, and he maintained the humility that was necessary to put him where he is, or where he was, up to the time of his death, when, you know, it's the man that everybody loved. When Blaxx came to do a show as an artist, you find that Blaxx ends up emceeing that same show. The man was a hustler. You understand? And so his colleagues and so on showed up to pay their final respects. I know that you can identify some of your stars there, you know, so they showed up to pay their last respects to the man Blaxx boy. A tribute, there were several tributes, but one such tribute came from one of his dear friends and colleagues, Destre Garcia.
Having my first hit song, Tremble It. He said, when will be my turn? All I want is one song. Well, Blaxx, today we celebrate you and you have lots of songs. So congratulations for that. The race is not ever for the swiftest, but whoever endured to the end. All right, I want to give strength to the family. What everybody is not saying is that Blaxx also believed in God. And it all begins and ends with the Lord. And that is why my tribute is going to be this. How can I say thanks for all the things He has done for me? Things so undeserved that He gave His life to prove His love for me, and the voices of a million angels cannot express my gratitude. All that I am and ever hope to be, I would owe it all to Him. To God be the glory. To God be the glory. To God be the glory for the things He has done.
Anybody who feel this is a powerful and very, very inspiring tribute. Anybody who feel that they should have missed a calling, put up all your hand. Anybody who feels that Desha could have probably, you know, she's the queen of Bacchanal and queen of soca, but she could have also been the queen of soul and queen of R&B and queen of slow rock, or however we want to, you know, call it. Put up all your hand. Desha, you should expand or, you know, give us a two thing. You know what I mean? Because, damn, girl, you could sing. You know what I mean? Soca doesn't do justice. I mean, it doesn't do justice to your vocal ability. Damn, girl. No. You understand? Yeah, but, you know, it was a tough one for them to deal with today. But, you know, anyway, folks, we're moving off. We're moving on. Lakers, boy, no, they it was a tough season for Lakers. LeBron and his team, they tried, you know, but they will be officially out, you know. But you can always expect to win, you know. Losing is also a part of winning, because you got to learn to lose to win again. Yeah, son. Anytime you're only winning, that loses its value. Yeah, people like the underdogs. Yeah, so anyway, good. Olio, I see that time flying by, boy. Let me take a quick break and come back. When we come back, it will be the national report for you, and we also have the weather. So let's take a little break, drink some water on the business, and we'll come right back. All right, stay right there.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business.
For your education.
For your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call superb distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
Collect, share, and win with Coca-Cola. Here's your chance to win one of 3 Sony PlayStation 5 consoles when you enjoy original Coca-Cola or Coca-Cola No Sugar. Collect specially marked labels and spell the word MAGIC. Submit the labels in an envelope with your name, address, and contact information and drop in entry boxes provided at major supermarkets. 22 lucky winners can also win great weekly prizes including Samsung Smart TVs, Samsung mobile phones, Samsung tablets, and free Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. Real magic. See press or online for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome to Yogo. Most of you know us for our food delivery service and our food pass for free delivery from restaurants. But did you know you can also use us for grocery deliveries too? We've just added another 5,000 plus new items to Yogo's supermarket. And stay updated as we add more products and vendors. Yogo Services is our convenient skip the line offering. Let us pay your electric, water, and other utility bills for you. With us, you'll be able to buy tickets, pay your rent, schedule bookings, and other services. Need a ride to get somewhere? Give Yogo Lyft a try. Select your pickup location and destination location and wait for our driver to collect you. Never have to worry about how you're gonna get to a place again. Please see website or app for our service locations. And sign up now.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Carnival officials say Spicemas 2022 returns to original arrangement. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report. the details to the news for Wednesday, April 6th, I am Rikisha St. Louis. Spicemas Corporation has announced that it will implement its Plan B approach for Carnival 2022, which means that Carnival will go ahead as normal. There will be no distinction between the vaccinated and unvaccinated for all events. All shows will revert to normal as done under pre-COVID-19 conditions. The decision to use Plan B comes following the recent removal of the state of emergency by the government of Grenada. During a press conference on Wednesday, Chairman Ali Gill outlined some of the changes under the new plan, including the change of route for Monday night mass and the Tuesday parade of the bands. During a recent press conference, it was announced that the route will be focused around the Tantine Ring Road.
Both Monday night mass and Tuesday parade of the bands will start from the Grandins main road, the Wall Street area to be exact, and make its way up to the Carnage. The Monday night mass will have an element of a steel band parade starting at the Kirani James Boulevard onto the Carnage. That will precede the Monday night mass. Bands, as we know them.
Juve will not be held on a parish level. The chairman said that there are some changes to Juve in Sauteurs.
Main Street Sauteurs can be used, but we would announce shortly the size of the trucks that will be allowed to go down Main Street. Yes? In other words, we believe that the major monster trucks and the trailer trucks would not be allowed to go down Main Street Sauteurs, but of course the smaller trucks like the Delta trucks and so on, we believe is much more safer, and we have come to that decision with further consultations with the mass players in Sauteurs and St. Patrick's area.
The virtual aspects of Spicemas 2022 still remains for viewers on island and in the diaspora. Gill also made the announcement of a new feature to this year's carnival activities.
The Saturday after Carnival, we'll have a parade of the winners. We call it Au revoir. And if you know, Au revoir means thank you, see you soon. It doesn't mean goodbye. So we're telling the visitors, we're telling the Grenadians from the diaspora, see them soon in 2023. So we have on that display on the Carnage, the winners of the Soca Monarch, the winners of the Groovy, the winners of the Calypso Monarch, the winners of Panorama, and of course, Her Highness, the Carnival Queen of 2022, will be on display on the Carnage on the Saturday after Carnival. More than that, we say bring your costume and come. It will be the official last lap, as from around 3 p.m. or thereabouts, we'll ask persons with the remnants of their costumes, if they so wish, that they can take a last jump.
Spicemas Corporation will continue working with the guidance of the Government of Grenada and the Ministry of Health. Spicemas will be officially launched on April 29th. The Immigration and Customs Department is planning to reopen all ports of entry following the announcement that Grenada is no longer operating under a state of emergency. In 2022, when the first case of COVID-19 was discovered, government quickly closed all 11 ports of entry, including seaports, to avoid the spread of the virus. Head of the Immigration Department, Superintendent Leroy Joseph, says as a precautionary measure, they decreased the number of operational ports of entry to 7 during the pandemic.
Due to COVID, we had restricted 11 ports to 7 ports of entry, which was operational. We had 2 in Carriacou, Lauriston Airport and Carriacou Marina, 1 port of entry for yachts in Grenada, Port Louis, then Maurice Bishop International Airport. We had Grenville, the main cruise ship terminal and the main cargo terminal. So therefore we have 7 operational prior to the lifting.
He explained that the department has held consultations with various stakeholders to discuss the way forward and inform them of the intention to have all ports in full operation in the coming days.
The emergency powers regulation has been lifted from the 4th, as we all know, and so therefore the restriction also has been lifted for travelers to Grenada. Now, we have holding talks with the operators and managers of the different marinas, and as a result, we have to revisit the office space and make sure it's proper to accommodate visitors / yachters on our island. So very soon we studied dialogue already with Prickleby and other marina, so we could start operating in quick timing due to the lifting of the restriction.
Continuing the news, following completion of a 1-month training in safety at sea, 10 young people from Petit Martinique have been presented with toolkits by a team from the Division of Youth. The kits were presented to the 9 men and 1 woman by Minister for Carriacou and Petit Martinique Affairs, Honorable Kindra Mathurin Stewart. She expressed her government's commitment to implement meaningful youth development programs that will provide sustainable opportunities for employment and encouraged the recipients to use the items for their intended purpose.
Programs such as Empower, programs such as the Imani, and other programs is really geared to training and uplifting our boys, our men, our young people, and to ensure that they can create a path to sustainable employment somewhere or the other. Ensure that the equipment and whatever is given out here this morning is really used for its objective, its intention. It would really renown to naught if that does not happen. And so this is government's commitment to you, our young people. This is our pledge to ensure that we bring meaningful youth development to you.
The training facilitated by Grencase was part of the Division of Youth's Empower program, the community version. Assistant Coordinator of Youth, Earl Williams, says more than $45,000 was spent on the training program.
The ministry had spent close to $45,000 in the training to include the equipment. The training cost us some because we had to get persons from our fisheries unit to be part of that. And these items here cost us some monies also. But nevertheless, what is the cost as against the quality of training persons will receive? Okay, I don't measure those two things up. I believe training is important, and when you're trained, you are able to do the duties properly.
Shem Clement and Cody Mitchell, 2 of the trainees who are boat owners, expressed their appreciation for the training, saying it will make a positive difference in their lives.
Really appreciate it for helping us to do this little small course for the time. So we benefit out of it. So now we could do our own little fixing and maintaining. So we appreciate that we have our own little tools now so we could move ahead without depending on anybody.
I prefer using my tools because I can fix my own engine now, any given problem. Service it up, like changing the oil, cleaning the carburetor for our next move.
Meanwhile, on Thursday, the Division of Youth will host the launch of Batch 8 of the new Imani program in Carriacou at the St. Patrick's RC Church. The orientation ceremony will be broadcast live on the Division's Facebook page from 1 p.m. This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Hello, here at the Secretariat for the Management of Derelict Vehicles. We are pleased to take your calls and answer queries. Please call us to report derelicts which obstruct traffic in your community, request the removal and disposal of your derelict vehicle from your property or other sites including a garage. Report derelict or abandoned vehicles which harbor pests or breeding mosquitoes or presenting public health or other environmental hazards. You can also find out your next step if your vehicle has been tagged for removal by the RGPF or the Ministry of Health. Call our hotline on 439-2019 at any time. This hotline will be activated on the 28th of March.
A message from the National Derelict Vehicle Cleanup Project, a project of the Government of Grenada, Ministries of Infrastructure Development, Transport and Implementation, and Ministry of Health, in collaboration with the Royal Grenada Police Force and the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority.
Welcome back. Attorney General Dia Forrester encourages Grenadians to continue to observe measures that will ensure their safety. Ms. Forrester said, coming from a period of continuous restrictions and regulations, the time has come for individuals to make personal choices to remain safe. During the weekly post-cabinet press briefing on Tuesday, the Attorney General said the onus is on everyone to use their discretion to maintain a low COVID-19 positivity rate.
We have operated with several restrictions or several ways of life, as I like to refer to it, that we may have now gotten used to. In particular, you may be minded to wear your mask at your own volition. If you are probably in an enclosed space, you may be more minded to wear your mask. If you're outside, you may be less so. But of course, these are now personal choices, but we encourage persons to take these measures and these steps. If you have the flu, for instance, you may want to wear your mask if you insist on attending or interacting with persons in that particular state, because these are things that help to protect you just generally in terms of just spreading various diseases and these things.
Finally, in the news, the Ministry of Agriculture is pursuing several targeted strategies to achieve better production that will create a more sustainable and resilient food system. Having dubbed 2022 as the Year for Innovation and Transformation, the ministry continues with several projects and plans to transform the agri-food system. Acting Chief Agricultural Officer Trevor Thompson gave a progress report at the 37th Regional Conference of Latin America and the Caribbean, which was held in Ecuador recently.
So at the national level, Grenada has been focusing on the issue of drafting, adopting, and implementing national legislation that look at the issue of land and its management, with an emphasis on soil management, as I've heard other presenters advocate, because this is extremely important for sustainable national development, but also to build resilience in the agricultural sector, which is urgently needed. Providing support to the farming community to expand the acreages that are under production, and that is focusing on new technologies such as protective structures, irrigation, solar-powered pumps, etc., but also looking at research into new crop varieties, and focusing also on crop production data, which has been a challenge for our farmers to be able to access resources from the commercial entities.
Thompson also spoke of the need to place greater emphasis on climate variability.
We therefore need to look at developing protocols to respond to climate impacts, such as climate variability, drought, storms, hurricanes, and this needs urgent attention. Improving the access to lands, as my colleague from Dominica has said, to put unproductive lands back into production. And in fact, government has allocated $47 million towards rehabilitating farm routes across the island so that we could increase those acreages under production. Providing support for the propagating stations to increase the production of planting material that is then made available to farmers is also a priority. And we have been working very closely with the FAO in implementing a national land bank project, which is also targeted at bringing idle government and private lands into production with a focus on youth in agriculture, because we are seeing an aging population and we need to get young people back into agricultural production.
Government is also looking at the provision of efficient labor systems and increased opportunities for private sector investment, to include the development of proposals for research facilities for research into tissue culture and new crop varieties. That story just ended the national report for Wednesday, April 6th, recapping the top story. Carnival officials say Spicemas 2022 returns to original arrangement. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rikisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
Well, thank you very much, Rikisha, and the rest of the GIS News team for the GIS News, and we're now transitioning over into the weather. It's raining now, but what we can tell you about the weather for tonight: partly cloudy to cloudy and breezy, with few brief to widely scattered showers can be experienced. The minimum temperature 25 degrees Celsius, winds east northeasterly to east southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas are slight to moderate, waves are 3 to 5 feet in open waters, and that's it. Now, taking a look at the weather for Thursday, what we can tell you is that the weather is expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy and breezy, with few brief to widely scattered showers, becoming generally fair during the afternoon, and becoming partly cloudy overnight with isolated showers. The maximum temperature for tomorrow, 29.5 degrees Celsius, and the minimum 25 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour. Seas are slight to moderate, waves are 3 to 5 feet in open waters. And so that's the weather for tonight and tomorrow. Taking a look at the folks who are currently on YouTube, we say hello to you, Ezran. It's Clovey. We have Glenora with us there as well. Who else is with us? We have Talman, Shireen, who's been there as well. My mom and Lintona has also been there. So we say hello to you guys. Also taking a look at Facebook, we want to say hello to Pearl and Jacinta and Bermuda, Carol. Hey, Carol, I haven't seen you around for a while. Where have you been? And Teresa, also with us, Valerie, hi, and praise and worship, hello to you. Rolanda and Michelle, and Ventress, and I think I saw Java earlier. Hello to you, Java. Joyous. Anne is with us, and Desiree, and Judy, and alright. What else? Winston and Des. Alright, so hello to you as well. So everyone else, Jacinta and everyone else, we want to say thank you for watching, and may God bless you. If you have lost someone and it's paining you right now, we just want you to know that we've got you in mind. Alright, and we are here for you. You know, we remain part of your support system. You just know that, all right? We're a family. All right, so, all right, folks, so take care of yourselves, and may God bless you and your family until we meet again. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, Ja! No. Take care.